everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, the wait is finally over. It is Super Bowl Sunday. For the call, here's our veteran duo of so many Super Bowls, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, the 2020 NFL campaign has seemingly given us highlights for 10 seasons, but it will all come to a close tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 55, the double nickel from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, our second straight Super Bowl from the Sunshine State. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. And the D looking like they may blitz. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Lambert. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, Lambert escaping the pressure right. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
No, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
2nd down following the run. Here's Patty. And he's got his man on the out route. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out. and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
The give is to Elliott, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They go to Elliott again. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Petty now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brooks. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Time running out here on the play clock. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Watching that Barney, Leopard. All right, here we go.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Lambert for the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. First down carry now for Carroli. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down and 4. Handoff, running left, Carroli. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Carroli. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
On every snap, the defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches, but when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
Here's a give to Crowell. And a solid run down inside the 30. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Humphries goes in motion. Throwing on 1st down. Lambert. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. To Crowell, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
To throw on 2nd down. Lambert. It's caught. Humphries. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. throw on third down. Lambert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Doxson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down carry by Elliott. And he's got room. Room to run past midfield. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So that'll back him up 5. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Back to Leopard. Leopard.
Operating from the gun. Lambert. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Off-play action. Lambert steps away to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too... Critical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Lambert. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Lambert. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now, that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
This is Crowell. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Crowell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Looking to throw. Lambert will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Now, let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over.
They'll drop the throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now back to throw. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down, he'll drop the throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. It's good to make it 17-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Lambert. Throw left side complete. It's Reynolds. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now it's 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run with Crowell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. He'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run it again with Crowell. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
No. Check back to the Philly. Here we go. Now let's go.
Here's Petty. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down, Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Gun.
Petty now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
2nd down now after the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play action. They'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. Give to Elliott. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Shipped together here from the D-line. On first down, Lambert. Out to the left, it's complete to Dyson. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Lambert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Watching that body. Set.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Running room down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play fake. Lambert. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off the bootleg. Lambert steps away. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On 2nd down, here's Carroli. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. On the right side, caught by Green. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Throw that side complete. It's Brooks. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They begin with a run by Carroli. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. No. Check. Patriot. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Hot.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.